Hello, this is Mario Akiban in London, and I'm here in front of Building Blocks, and I've got one of the founders here, Alejandro. Alejandro, what do you do at Building Blocks?
So I'm one of the co-founders, and my main job really is to build our community and make sure that we've got the resources and all of the services that our members need.
Can you tell me what Building Blocks is about?
Yeah, Building Blocks is about people making things. We're a space where people can make and where people can find things made for them or get things made for them. We are an open access workshop. We provide light industrial equipment and space for freelance professional makers and small companies where they can come and access the resources they need in order to do their work. So everybody who wants to use Building Blocks can become a member. Once you're a member, you can book in and use the equipment you need for the job that you're doing. So we've got woodworking shops, metalworking shops, a fashion and sewing studio, we've got CNC laser cutting, CNC router cutting, a spray booth, and we've got a cafe bar as well. And members book in, use the space on a pay-as-you-go basis, and then when you come to the end of your job, you go on install or deliver your product to your clients, and you're done. So you can use the space when you need it, you only pay for it when you need it, and when you don't need it, it doesn't cost you anything.
Where is it located?
We're located in Edmonton, in Enfield, and we're just inside the North Circular, very close to the Tottenham IKEA.
Okay. Why is it important to have it in Edmonton, do you think?
Well, we're located in Edmonton because of several reasons. One, we are a group of co-founders who are principally from North London, and we needed a space in which we could work, and we were looking for affordable space, and where we found was here in Edmonton. So we're mostly very local from around here, and Edmonton was where we could afford, but Edmonton also has a rich manufacturing history, and so it's also made sense to locate ourselves somewhere where there was a good manufacturing past.
Tell me a little bit about that manufacturing past in Edmonton, actually, because I'm familiar with some of it, not familiar with all of it, even though I know Edmonton a bit myself. Tell me a little bit about that manufacturing history.
So, Edmonton, where we're located here exactly, on the edge of the Stonehill estate, next to the Lee Navigation Canal. This part exactly used to be where an awful lot of furniture was made. This has been London's workshop for a long time, or this used to be London's workshop for a long time. So not only has furniture manufacturing been taking place in this locality, but also a little bit further north from here, we've had so many industrial firsts. Electric Town is full of spaces and places where the first transistors were made, the first TVs were manufactured, so many components, the likes of which I'm not even sure about, but I know that they were industrial firsts, were manufactured and created here in Edmonton. So we've got a rich history of having made things in this area, and it wasn't until not so long ago that actually there were lots of manufacturing jobs in this area.
In terms of employment, how do you think Building Blocks has contributed to the local area?
So what we do is we don't employ people directly, although there are some team members that are employed directly by Building Blocks. What we do is we make space available for freelance professionals and small companies. Now, when somebody joins Building Blocks, they suddenly have a lot of resources. They're able to access woodworking shops and machines. They're able to access space. They're able to access the network of other makers which are around them, the knowledge base. they're able to access the networking that they've got in amongst each other and across disciplines. So the productivity of somebody who has all of those tools and resources suddenly goes up quite considerably. And so what we've seen is people who have started their business, who have grown their business, who have developed their skills, and right across the board, if you're able to access facilities like this, your productivity goes up.
Building Bloqs is a social enterprise. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Building Bloqs is a social enterprise. We're a not-for-profit company. It's really important for us that we are not a charitable organisation. We exist on the revenues that we generate ourselves. That's important so that we remain independent, but also that means that it is a replicable model. What we want to do is create a platform which can be replicated to give people the means by which they can generate their own income, they can build the lives they want, they can build the companies they want. So being a social enterprise is helpful in that people understand the point of what we're doing is not necessarily to generate a profit. The point of what we're doing is to provide the best space, the most resources, and to share those in as wide a community as possible.
What's in the pipeline for Building Bloqs then, in the next, let's say, in the next couple of years?
Well, we're in a really exciting phase of our development at the moment. Building Bloqs has been operating for about 4 years now, and the next stage for us, as we've grown year on year on year, proving that that what we're offering is really needed by London's makers and young startup companies. What we're going to be doing into the near future is growing by another order of magnitude. We will be moving from our current building to new premises very, very close by, where we will be able to grow by nearly 400%. Expanding the number of spaces that are available, diversifying the amount of machinery that we have, the number of disciplines catered for, and being able to achieve an awful lot more in the way of teaching space, community space, and really giving the people of Edmonton and the makers of London a really exciting and vibrant resource.
Will there be any space there in your future plans for education projects?
There will indeed. Education is really important. The sort of teaching that we would like to offer at Building Bloqs, that we already offer a little of, but we're going to be able to develop more of, is really practical how to make a living teaching. It is practical skills which will equip somebody in order to be able to use the machines and equipment so that they are able to start making and therefore make a living.
If anyone wants to get in touch with Building Bloqs, where can they go?
They can go to our website, which is buildingblocks.com. Building Bloqs is spelt an interesting way. It's got a Q in the middle of it. So it's building as it sounds, Bloqs is BLOQS.com. And get in touch with us. There's forms on the website to drop us a line and say hi. You can email us directly at info@buildingblocks.com or give us a call on 0208 oh dear, I've forgotten the number now that I've got the mic in front of me, but never mind, go to the website and there's a telephone number there for you.
Thank you very much, Alejandro. Thank you.